Carrot House. Some people adore wide open spaces, but for this guy, it's more a case of the more claustrophobic the better. The Carrot House in Poland is officially the world's narrowest home, measuring just 36 inches at its skinniest point and 48 inches at its widest. It has all the things you'd expect in a home: a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and living area, only on a miniature scale. It was built as an exhibit at the Polish Modern Art Foundation and is fully serviceable and even available to rent out to visitors for short stays. The house itself is jammed in the void space between two buildings in an area so small you wouldn't even be able to swing a cat in there. The narrow laneway was previously used as an illegal dump for rubbish and broken unwanted furniture until it got a new lease on life. It's shaped like a giant upright triangle with an interior of stark white and extremely minimalist furnishings. And no, it probably doesn't meet building code. Hidden in plain sight. Las Vegas may be the city of sin, but that's only on the main drag. Things tend to look much more ordinary as you head out from the city center and out into suburbia. Take this classic Californian-style bungalow built in the 70s, for example. It looks like nothing special from the outside, but it's hiding a secret: an $18 million underground dwelling that also doubles as a panic room and fallout shelter. To say these homeowners are prepared is an understatement. There's a whole other house beneath the dirt, complete with a backyard full of AstroTurf, a landscaped pool, fake trees, and even lawn furniture. The walls have been painted to mimic the surrounding environment, and the ceilings filled with stars at nighttime and fluffy white clouds in the daytime. Intelligent lighting perfectly matches the weather conditions above ground. Who needs fresh air when you can bring the outdoors indoors? They say a man's home is his castle, and for most of us, that's just a figure of speech designed to make us proud of our leaky two-bedroom apartment. When it comes to the ultra-rich and powerful, though, many of them take this saying extremely literally. But not everything is as it seems. Some of these houses may appear rather unassuming from the outside, even laughable. You could walk right past and not even notice the opulence behind the front door. Ready to take a peek inside? Let's get it on! Invisible House. We've all seen the shimmering mirage of deserts in films. The sands play tricks on the eyes, and what looks like a refreshing oasis actually turns out to be nothing at all. This home is the exact opposite. The director of the classic hit American Psycho covered his Joshua Tree, California home entirely with full-length mirrors, making it blend in with the surrounding rocky outcrops. Looking from above, it looks like a skyscraper's fallen onto its side, but from the ground level, you'd walk right past it, completely oblivious unless you knew where to look. Once you get inside, you can see what the advantage is to being surrounded by mirrors, away from prying eyes. The interior is all open plan, including the sprawling master bedroom, living room, bathroom, even the pool. There's an uninterrupted view of the surrounding countryside everywhere you look. It's like going camping, only it doesn't suck and there are no bugs in your food. Grain silo. A Phoenix, Arizona couple originally bought an old grain silo off Craigslist as a cheap alternative to a garden shed, but suddenly they had a light bulb moment, and their new acquisition soon turned into an idea for a new home. Fans of tiny living will have seen people make homes out of shipping containers and all manner of unorthodox materials, but a grain silo? This is a first. Spread out across 2 levels, the silo actually has 366 square feet of space and is more spacious inside than its corrugated iron-clad outside suggests. All in all, it took 18 months to turn the abandoned farmyard structure into a pint-sized adobe. Downstairs is an open-plan kitchen, dining, and living area, with the upstairs hiding away a master bedroom and ensuite. Although you may be fooled from the outside, it's pretty fair to say that the inside does it justice. Water tower. If you want the best views of Huntington Beach, you need a vantage point. This water tower was built in the 1940s and served as a storage facility for a number of years. Luckily for this homeowner, the decision to demolish it was voted down in the 1980s. Now, the basic dwelling built 30 years ago has undergone an extensive renovation and is truly something to behold. This one-of-a-kind home required 70 tradesmen and 3 months to complete, and now boasts panoramic views across all 3 levels. The interior has a very rustic feel and is jam-packed full of the wood grain of exposed timber. A nostalgic vintage spiral staircase connects the levels, with the lower levels housing 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and the entire upper level reserved for entertainment, complete with couches lining the entire circumference and a beautiful lead-lined skylight. Cave lair. If Batman gets the Batcave, then this Moab, Utah native has the green light to build his very own subterranean lair. Simply referred to as the Cave House, it really doesn't look like much on the outside. There's a tiny shack and a cool glass viewing panel molded into the face of the rock. For 25 years, the occupants have pretty much lived off-grid, growing their own food and pumping water from a nearby pond with turbine-driven electricity. The cave itself is man-made, though you wouldn't pick it. Once inside, however, you can get a full appreciation for the sprawling rabbit warren of what is over 5,000 square feet of prime rocky real estate. The walls tell the tale of a residence that has been rough-hewn straight out of the layered limestone around it. These people aren't savages, though, and have a dish installed so they can catch up on the news of the world via the internet beamed directly down from the satellite. Goose Creek Tower. A log cabin in the woods is a nice thought, and perhaps a dream that may one day become a reality for those looking to retire to a quieter life. But not this Alaskan. What began as a simple 40-foot by 40-foot log cabin has slowly grown into a towering monolith poking its head up 185 feet above the treetops. Goose Creek Tower is 7 stories of progressively smaller and smaller log cabins stacked on top of one another, ending in a single penthouse room right at the very top. It looks like something out of Dr. Seuss, a seemingly impossible feat of structural engineering that we're told is 100% sound and not going to blow over in a strong breeze. Small staircases and ladders connect the many levels, with the owner having lofty ambitions to go up even higher, only he can't, as he'll hit federal airspace at 200 feet. Rotating Girasol. Not only does the toilet water spin the other way around down under in Australia, but it seems the houses do too. In the nation's capital of Canberra, the Girasol House stands out as the world's largest rotating house. Powered solely from our closest star's life-giving rays, this truly is the land of ultra luxury. It's a place where there's a culture that tries to constantly outdo the sunshine around as the sun makes its way across the daytime sky from dusk till dawn. No exception. Located in one of the many man-made islands that form the famous artificial archipelago pepperine and energy efficient that it takes about the same energy as a light globe to power this rotation. It was awarded a 6-star energy rating each. The upper section resembles an architecturally 2-bathroom home, complete with kitchen, no energy and entertainment areas that lead to an outside timber deck with a built-in pool. The main attraction is the master bedroom in the lower level. Whether you're laying back in bed or relaxing in the bath, you're treated to a wall-to-wall view of the surrounding coral reef and schools of fish making their way past your window. Just like an aquarium, minus the tourists.